Today I could not be more excited.
How could you be more excited?
I could not be
I am
more
the most
excited.
person in the world.
That's true. I can't match your again. But that's right. Then you'll probably recognize that voice. This is the now leading man in late night television.
Oh my gosh. Bill, thank you.
And he is Jimmy Fallon. So, Jimmy, thanks so much for
Bill
taking
Carter
time today.
Bill Carter, Jimmy Fallon. This is exciting.
Yeah,
this is a big
exciting.
time. Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
This is so cool to have this.
It's so big time. I walked in under that marquee with your name on it, and I thought, this didn't happen when you first were starting here.
You remember me? You go,
Yeah.
this kid's grown up. You know, he has his name in neon lights in New York City.
His name in lights.
There's nothing like that.
No.
I got to be honest, there's nothing like that. I honestly went and sat across the street
and watched
and just stared at it.
Yeah.
Just for a second, just because everyone tells you, soak it all in, it happens so fast and all that stuff. You really have to soak it all in, because if you don't, you go, where was I for 10 years?
You know, I like you, when you introduced yourself at night, you say to the audience, you're here, it's the Tonight Show. Like, it's big. It's for them, too. It's big. They're at the Tonight Show.
And you are the show. My audience is part of the gig. I mean, it's part of the Tonight Show. If the audience is not feeling it, it doesn't come through on camera, on television. And when I come out, I remember what it's like to go see Letterman. I remember I got tickets with my friend. We saw David Letterman. It was a great show. Tom Hanks was on. Van Morrison was on.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic show. And so we sat there. It was really fun. And all I could think of is, I hope I'm on camera.
You're right.
Are they going to swoop the camera when they go to commercial break?
Yes.
Alan Coulter's talking, the camera swoops around, and I'm waving, and I taped it at home, and I go, oh my gosh, you guys are on Letterman tonight. You're what? Yes, I'm in the audience. I'm in the crowd. If you pause me, that fleshy blob is me. How great is that? So I remember that stuff, and what a big deal it is. And yeah, you are part of the show. I mean, you're there. It's like, you know what to do. You have to laugh at the jokes. You clap for people. It's like, you're as much of the party as the host.
Well, your audience is always excited, so they seem.
And
to be
I think it's
a
perfect amount of crowd.
Yeah,
I think we have
how many?
Not even 300, like 250, and then if there's 270, we ignore those 30 people just for that.
Yeah,
no, it's like 250. I think I was saying, but it's the right amount because it's still a hot ticket to get.
Yeah,
it's tough to get in.
Yep.
And that's what you want. You want people to go like, yeah, I got tickets.
I went 3 months ago and ordered, or 6 months ago.
Yeah, and you have, of course, in the morning you could have the standby line.
Right.
It's just if you happen to be in New York City, you can come early in the morning and say, maybe come see the Tonight Show tonight. It's like, that's what it's all about. It's the most exciting, fun thing, and if you do get it, it's good. But I think it's the right amount, just because at one point NBC, do you remember this? They were talking about building a balcony. And
yes.
I talked to you back then.
Yes, when it was under construction.
And I go, and they go, we want to put a bar in. Right. We want to put a movie screen. Right. So we could screen movies.
Yes.
Have movies like Sundays. Well, I go, who's going to have time to screen movies? We're using the studio all day.
I remember that is really a wacky idea.
I remember sitting with Lauren, and I go, this will be cool, right? And he goes, yeah. Do we really need a movie theater? And I go, no, I don't know what this is for that you guys want. He goes, I don't want that. I go, do we want a bar? No. I go, I don't need a bar. Trust me, I don't need a bar. I don't want to have everyone just boozing it up because
that's
even our staff.
That's been tried. It doesn't really help.
Yeah, the Kimmel stories.
Yes,
have you heard the Kimmel stories?
Oh yes, yeah. That lasted.
I heard
one day.
Was it only one day?
One day,
and he threw up on a
the people.
Disney executive.
The audience threw up
on an ABC executive.
Yeah. It wasn't Michael Eisner. It was somebody else.
Good gosh, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a lesson you learn today.
Exactly. Don't
someone just vomit on me? I mean, what is going on? We got to stop this.
But it is cool, and of course we talked about this when you started, that you brought the show back to New York. I mean, the energy is fantastic, right?
It's the greatest thing in the world. That was the one thing where I didn't know if NBC was going to go for it or not. I remember I was on the phone with all those guys on the West Coast. I said, I've been talking to Jay, and they said, yeah, well, we'd love to give you the Tonight Show. I go, oh my gosh, this is just insane. This is really surreal. Thank you so much. And they go, but we should talk about what you want to do, what ideas you have, and all. I go, oh my God, I haven't thought of anything. I mean, I didn't think this was happening, but of course I'd love to bring it back here to New York. There's just a silence, a deadly silence on the other end, and they go, and seriously, there was probably 4 people on the phone on the West Coast. Okay, well, let's, we'll call you back, and let me get on the phone and with other people we'll talk to. What? And so then they hung up, and I called Lauren. I'm like, right, I didn't hear anything. What do you think? And he's like, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, obviously for him also. Yep.
Oh yeah, but
Mhm.
for me too. I mean, I'm in
No,
this,
you already established the,
can you believe I've been here for
how many years,
20 almost
right? In this building.
in this
You
building?
started when you were
23,
23, right? So it's almost 20
41.
years.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Walking through the same. Who has a job for that long?
Well, when you have a job you love, and I think you love this job.
I do love it.
Yeah,
I want to
so-
show you this thing as we're talking. I know it's radio or satellite radio, but still, this is a present my
Showing
son
us a
gave me,
picture.
Fred.
Yep.
So on to the left here is that's Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson's head. I can recognize the shape of the back of his head, right? Yes.
He's talking to Jane Fonda and
Yes.
Ed McMahon's in
Right,
there.
yeah.
And that's his desk, and that's the crowd. That's the audience. That's the same
That's
studio.
what you see. Yes, here
So
you
right
are.
next door to that photo is a black and white picture of me.
Yep.
That's the shape of my head.
That's Billy Joel.
And that's Billy Joel's
Right.
head. And
Yep.
that's the audience.
And that's what it looks
And
like.
that's the key credit. It's almost looks identical.
Except for the laptop.
Yeah, no cigarettes.
No
And the cigarettes. Like
Yeah.
he has an ashtray.
Oh, he smoked. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what you had.
You bet.
Was it 1962 or 63?
63,
Yeah.
62, who
Jane
knows?
Fonda, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yep.
you had an ashtray.
And by the way, same studio.
Exact
Same studio.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so we that's the other fun thing of it. Not only did we bring it back to New York, but we brought it back to the same studio with Johnny Carson.
Absolutely. It's fantastic.
It's good
Really.
vibe.
Yeah.
You feel the vibes. And oh man, gosh, I know I've known you for so long. I knew you when you had black hair. That's not true.
Not even my kids didn't know that. Seen that.
When did
Barely
you
my
ever
wife.
have-
Saw that.
but I've known you for a long time. But I mean, you know the Jim Henson pipes.
Yes.
So
Yes. Tell the story.
Jim Henson and Frank Oz were waiting to go on the Jack Parr show,
58, 60, something like that. Yeah.
So they're sitting around there waiting in the dressing room. They're just, which is what you do. You just wait. They already blocked the rehearsal. The Muppets aren't famous yet, but they have a
Mm-hmm.
puppet thing called the Muppets, and the Kermit, and they figure out this big. They're just waiting, and they're bored. And so what they figured is, well, while we're here, we might as well just paint in this like a pipe closet. In this closet is just a bunch of piping going around, and like water pipes and steam pipes, and whatever, just in the guts of NBC of this building.
30 Rock, yes.
Of 30 Rock. So just paint it. So they painted these pipes with eyeballs on them, and put like googly eyes and put like fur collars around the pipes and made them kind of animals
Mm-hmm.
or Muppets.
Right.
And they put with love the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, the closet was closed. No one ever talked about it, went in there, knew about it, whatever. But then we kind of knew it when we were on Saturday Night Live. We were trying to find all the history of the building and doing all
Right.
that stuff. And they said, "Oh, you ever seen the Muppet Pipes?" And it happened to be in Max Weinberg's dressing room
Oh.
when Conan was here.
Yeah.
So I would have to go in and I'd be like, and hey, what's up, Jimmy? And he's like in a towel. He just came out of the shower. Max, my mom and dad are here. Do you mind if I show them the Muppet Pipes? He's like, come on in. Oh God. Yeah. I bring him in. He's like getting changed. They're like, sorry, dude. And we go in and we look at these pipes and it's just, man, it brings you back to the magic and the fun and why not do stuff like that? So
Right.
when we took over late night, I made sure that it was,
2007, I guess.
I made sure that this was part of the general public. I put it out to, it's in the hallway now, behind glass.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever take the NBC tour, only on weekends, I want to say,
Okay.
because during the week we're here.
You're kind of
Yeah, I'm
working.
working a little bit. You can come see the Muppet Pipes, and we showed it to Frank Oz, and we had like an unveiling, like a ribbon cutting thing,
Mhm.
a pair of giant scissors, and Frank Oz, like he welled up, like tears came to his eyes.
I'll bet.
He's like, Jimmy, I don't know if I could describe this. It's like
Yeah.
someone finding something
Right.
50 years old that you drew and
That's-
hung out with your buddy, like
Yeah.
with Jim. It's like, I miss Jim and how creative and funny
Yeah.
he was. There's nobody like him. And it's like, so I walk past those pipes every time before I go out. It's on my way to the stage, to the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think about it every time I walk down. Like, those are the vibes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There was no such thing as the Muppets. It was just
No.
a guy doing a puppet act.
Right.
But all the love he put into it and all the caring, and he just wanted to bring joy to people, and he's
Mm-hmm.
just all that dreaming and all that stuff. And you go, I think about that every night. I go, this is fun.
It's a gift to be doing this, right?
This is such a gift, and it's like goes to millions and millions of people, and I mean, countries now.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have any idea? Like, it's crazy, Bill. It's crazy. I mean, the Tonight Show's airing in places that the Tonight Show never aired before.
Well, and you're reaching people online in staggering numbers, right? I mean, it's billions of hits now for your videos, right?
Yeah, billions of people.
Billions.
It's
I mean,
great.
it's fantastic.
I mean,
do you think about that when you're putting the show together? Like, this is a bit that will get lots of hits, or
no?
No.
No, I think that's the hit. That's the secret. That's what makes it.
It's got to be spontaneous.
Yeah, because you never know. We did it a couple times and it never works.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, this is gonna be the biggest thing ever. Yeah. Oh my gosh, no one's they're gonna freak out. No one clicked on it. I mean, honestly, it's the worst. So I'm trying to give an example, but I know we put our heart and soul. I mean, when we were doing late night, we would do these kind of serial things.
Right,
like
of course, yes.
4-part series.
Yes.
What the heck are we thinking? No one cares about this. They go, what, you bringing that bit back? I don't know. I don't know who knows what you're talking about. We're like, oh, I hope they know.
What did you do, 7 parts on some
we did like a
TV show,
thing,
fake TV show?
I didn't remember what it was. We were spoofing, we were spoofing.
Was it Lost? Or no, it wasn't.
Oh, that was a great one.
Lost, yeah.
Oh my gosh, how many nights we were here till like 2 a.m, like every night doing these. What happened was the elevator took us to a secret floor.
Right, that's it. Yes.
And we didn't know how to get off the floor.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, why would we be doing this giant thing and like people were going crazy and like trying to build an elevator out of like scrap wood, and like people went nuts, and it was really funny, and we did all these bits. But it's also a great way to play with our great writers and our great camera guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Michael Blyden at the time, who's now out in LA doing movies and TV shows. But now we have this guy Dan Opsel, who just does like specialty videos.
Yeah.
He's not our day-to-day director, who is amazing, by the way, Dave Diametti. But so Dan Opsel now is our guy, and we get to do our own. We get to play around. It's almost like our own sideshow, you know.
But this is what I find remarkable, and I think you've really changed late night because you've brought a lot of new elements, variety elements, big, ambitious things. But I watch you do like Timberlake with the hip hop thing, or you do a sketch with Trump or Hillary, and I'm like, when does he rehearse it? How much advance can you?
See the bags under my eyes, right? I have no makeup on.
Yeah.
How weird do we look? I mean, I'm exhausted, but it's like fun exhaustion. But especially with those Timberlake things, he's built for that. You know, his body is he can do that.
Yeah.
He knows how to rap and dance and do all that stuff. It takes me weeks to learn how to whip and nae nae. It doesn't come natural.
Right.
It's like I'm sitting there doing, practicing dancing in my kitchen. My wife would be like, "You should go to bed. This is so sad. I go to bed. It's 1 a.m. or whatever." I go, "I gotta do this."
Yeah.
I do this thing. I don't know how to rap Busta Rhymes.
Right. Well, that's
really
what
tricky.
I mean. So you have to put in tons in your free time for this.
Oh yeah.
And what about a lip sync deal? How long does that take?
I mean, the lip sync thing blew up. Which, by the way, I didn't even know if it was going to be this big. It's insane.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, you got your own separate show, but and that really you didn't invent, right? That came from Krasinski. Or?
John Krasinski came on. It was a game, and he played with Stephen Merchant. They played it at their house. They have like game nights.
Merchant's awesome at this. He's so big, gangly.
I love these celebrities have game nights. I never get invited.
Yeah.
Do you have game nights at your house?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
me and the wife.
Time for game nights. I go, what? I'm exhausted. I'm gonna have you come over and play categories. Get lost. I just want to hang out with my kids. I don't. I have game nights. I go, okay, we'll do this thing, and Stephen Merchant, he's brilliant.
Yeah,
he's a genius. And it just blew up and started crazier and crazier. So then I kind of ran out of songs to think that I could lip sync.
Yeah, because he's done all.
I've done all the ones I didn't think it was going to be a thing, and it won't be a thing eventually. In 5 years, I don't think we'll be lip syncing, but right now it's a thing.
Yep.
We have people like Tom Cruise going, "Hey, Tom wants a lip sync."
Do they come and tell you I would like to do it? Yeah.
And once a bit takes off,
it
takes off when the celebrities start asking you to do it.
Well, the one with Ellen was just awesome. Man, she was just.
She is so funny, man. How about her saying this song? What she did to Anna Ross. Do you know where you're going to?
Right.
She goes, This was a song written before you had GPS. That's so good.
Yeah.
That's such a funny joke.
Well, what about if you got a non-performer like Trump or Hillary or Michelle Obama, and you want to get them into a sketch?
Yeah.
Do you have to talk them into it, and then what does it take to rehearse with them?
Yeah. There is some type of talking into. I think at this point now, people trust me because they know that no one looks bad when you come on my show. That's not my job. Is to make you look good.
Right.
You can trust me. I mean, we'll write stuff that is close to the edgier stuff, but it's up to then they can say, I don't want to do that part.
Right. Yeah.
But they like the idea of the sketch. You go, great. And I think the success we had with the president, Barack Obama doing Slow Jam, the news,
right, exactly,
or dancing, mom dancing with the first lady.
unbelievable.
I believe I am the first comedian to dress in drag and do a sketch, but whatever. It went past over.
That'll be on your
head.
headstone, I
Yeah,
think.
no one made a big deal about it back then, but I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
right? Someone, I should get at least a letter from RuPaul. Something.
Right.
Don't I get something for doing that? I guess not. So I think people see I'm game. I'm down to make everyone have a good time. So then, when Trump came on, we pitched. I've known Donald Trump for years from SNL.
Right. Did he host when you were?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Terrible host. But great guy. No, he wasn't.
He was the best.
Well, I mean, he's not an actor. I mean, I don't know. He's a real estate mogul.
Yeah.
He's not known for his acting.
True.
But he can read cue cards, and he actually was pretty funny. It's fun to see those guys out of their element. So I knew him, and then he's been on late night probably 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done sketches and stuff like that together, and he's always game for something. So he just to me said, "I trust Jimmy. Whatever Jimmy wants to do, I love it. He's fantastic. The show is going to be huge."
Right.
I go, "Great." He comes in. I go, and this is so him. Honestly, he's a businessman. I love the guy. So he comes in. I go, "Donald, good to see you. I can't wait to talk about everything. What's going on?" He goes, "Jimmy, how's the finger? And let me just say, your ratings are huge. Congratulations. You're number one." And he's rattled off all these numbers. How does he know my ratings?
Oh,
Dude, that's all he knows. The guy knows every
right.
rating.
I'm sure he's on NBC's list now. He gets everything, you know.
Well, I mean, when he's not talking about his polls, he's talking about
your
my polls. Jimmy, you're number one in the polls. Everyone loves you. You clearly won the other night. I win in the polls. All he talks about. So he's so, that's so him. How's the finger, which is his human side.
Yes.
And then before I can even answer, let's talk about numbers and ratings.
Right. That's true.
We were doing a sketch once when he hosted, and we're sitting around the table, you know, the writers, sitting around the table going over like probably hundreds of sketches. And in this one sketch, we had said something about his casino's going bankrupt. Something like that. And we said, "My casino's going to go bankrupt." And then he took his glasses off, and he goes, "Let me just say something. I'm going to get us out of it. This won't be bankrupt." Or he's had some big. It wasn't on the script, but he had to clear up that he's not going to go bankrupt. Or the reason he is going bankrupt is because more of the problem Atlantic City's having, or something.
Right.
But he's making a proclamation to a bunch of comedy writers.
So they know he's not actually going bankrupt.
Well, what the hell do we care? We can care less if you save your casino. We're writers. We're comedians. It's a sketch funny. We don't really care what's going on. But it was really funny that he took it that serious. But so he came on and he goes, "All right, so I'll sit here and have cue cards there." I go, "Yeah." And I go, he goes, "And Jimmy, let's just rehearse this once and just do it live, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do it live, right?" I go, "Yeah, we'll do it live. Just do it one take. We'll do it one take, right?" I go, "Yeah, we'll do it." Almost like he says it almost like he's making it my idea.
Yeah.
Right? We'll do it one take. One take, right? That's the best way to do it, right, Jimmy? I go, yeah, right, yeah. One take. And then I go, "Hey, I don't know, but I don't care how many takes. We do it out live."
Right.
He wants to do it live. So we did it one take. He nailed it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the one note Higgins gave me before, we rehearsed it once before anyone was in. Then we did it live in front of the crowd. And Higgins said, "You're in the mirror, you can see your hands, so try to imitate his hand gestures."
Yeah.
You know, with Trump's hand gestures. Yeah. And it was really funny to see how much he uses his hand. It's almost, that's a joke in itself. And I got an extra laugh out of it because it was funny. Because I forgot, but he does his hands and this and that. He points. And I didn't realize that part of the impression.
Well, what was great about that was it brought back the Mick Jagger bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
clearly
the throw, the callback, I guess what you call it.
Gosh, and you know the story behind that. I told you the storyboard.
But tell the audience about the Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger was on Saturday Night Live, wanted to do some kind of bit, right?
Yeah.
He didn't know what it was going to be.
And I am the biggest Rolling Stones Mick Jagger fan. I mean, come on. I'm just the fact that he's in the building, and I was freaking out. So I said, and Lauren said, "Look, he's up for ideas. Just pitch him ideas, but just go to him and pitch him." So I was like one-on-one. So I had to go in a room, me in a room and Mick Jagger.
Right.
So I went in the room, and I'm pitching him. I'm shaking. I'm sweating. I'm like, "Okay, I have this idea where you play Keith and I'm Keith, and Keith cloned himself so that he can drink as much as he wants, party as much as but doesn't matter. He's like 35 Keith Richards right now, roaming the earth." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know about that." Okay, no problem. Like then, well, how about this, where we open up a fast food restaurant or something like that, mixed chicken wings or something. He goes, "I don't know. Don't really like that." I go, "Okay." And before I went in, I told Lauren, I go, I was thinking maybe doing Mick Jagger with Mick in the mirror. And Lauren was like, oh boy, I've seen this. Okay? I've seen this with Lucille Ball, I've seen Groucho Marx.
Harpo was.
Was it Harpo?
It was Gene Harpo.
Yeah.
Lucy and Harpo.
And he goes, it's been done. I mean, Patty Duke. The opening of the Patty Duke show.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So I go, he goes, just please don't pitch the mirror bit. I don't want to do that. I go, okay. So then, of course, I've run down my list of things I'm sweating. And I go, there's also this other idea I had that where you're in the mirror of your dressing room and you're going like, why am I doing this show again? Done it in the 80s, done it in the 90s, done it in the 70s, done it whatever you call this decade. And he goes, yeah, I like that. You like that?
Yeah.
You like the mirror bit, huh?
Yeah.
I go, okay. So I had to go to Lauren and go, hey, Lauren, good news. Nick wants to do a sketch. Yeah. Bad news. He loves the mirror sketch. Lauren's like, oh my gosh. All right, whatever. So this is Friday night, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
This Friday night. The show is Saturday night. Live. We're on tomorrow night. So we stay up late, me, Higgins, Shoemaker, writing Mick in the mirror and the mirror bit. And they had to think of a set. There was no set.
Yeah. We
didn't know where we were going to set this. You can't. The fun thing is, which is great, kudos to the SNL art department, it's reversed in the mirror.
Yeah.
So the fun thing is, you have a photo up here. The photo has to be in reverse in the opposite side.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Like if you're really doing
the
hairspray bottles.
The effect has to be on the other side.
It has to be on the other side.
Yeah.
So the hairspray bottles' words are in mirrored.
Right.
It's a lot of work. That's what's great about Saturday Night Live. Big attention to detail and all that stuff. You don't see it anywhere else. And you learn those things while doing Saturday Night Live. And we did it, and the only place they could put it is in the center stage, right on the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the best spot.
Yeah.
That's where you do the monologue. That's prime. That's prime. I mean, there's different locations on Saturday Night Live where you know either the sketch is going to work or the sketch is going to get cut. Normally, if you're in the back left, you won't
forget.
See it. No. But that's where we did Cowbell.
I know.
We did Cowbell in that back left area of SNL. We're going to get cut. This thing's like so ridiculous. I got to have more Cowbell. What is he talking about? We think
well, that's why you don't know what's going to work. So
we thought it was funny, but then it wasn't even that funny when we did it in dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't laugh. I didn't break up in it. But Will was wearing a different shirt.
He put a tight shirt on.
He put a tighter shirt on with his gut hanging out the bottom.
Exactly.
And now I started losing it then. And also, Christopher Walken cranked up his impression, too. He's like, I gotta have more cow. But he wasn't even talking like a human being. He's just, sounds were coming out. You gotta know what. And, you know, and when he comes on, he doesn't look at you, the actor. He just reads the cue cards. So he could be standing right and go, Jimmy, I love talking to you. He's not looking at all. He amped it up. Will amped it up. Everyone amped it up.
And it just
Horatio.
killed you.
Oh, God. If you watch the sketch back, every time the band stops, for some reason, Horatio almost falls down.
Right.
You know,
yes.
What? It makes no sense. You're playing the bass guitar that hard that when you stop, you fall down. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But, gosh, it was so fun doing it. And that was one of those moments. Like, the Mick in the mirror moment was one of the few moments where if people in the audience laugh hard enough, the room shakes.
Really? Yeah.
It's on
those, risers and bleachers and all that. Yeah.
Well, it's on springs. It's
and that's right. It's because of the orchestra in the old days. Right?
Yeah. Toscanini used to work in this studio, so that is a floating studio. It's on springs, so that you don't hear the subway rumble when you're doing these beautiful music. So when people laugh that hard or shake or whatever, the room shakes.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of.
It's a great feeling.
Oh, it's nothing like that. I remember just doing that and then going out into the hallway and standing ovation, which you never get from just the kids at the page desk.
Yeah.
Standing up, clapping. I go, wow. That was big. Like Debbie Downer was another one where you could feel the place rumbling. It was like
also hard to keep.
I kept a straight face right until the end, and they know I'm bad at it. But they know I'm bad.
They play with you. I know.
They did. But it was fun.
But I want to ask you something because you just dropped into your impressions like nothing, and what I think, it's obviously a great skill you have. But did you have that when you were a kid? You could just pick up people's voices and things.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know where.
Is there a technique to it? Do you have to watch and listen at the same time?
I think just hearing someone's voice over like for a long period of time, you can do that voice. I don't know where I got it from, to be honest. I used to do Rodney Dangerfield when I was a kid.
Right.
And
the clean jokes.
The clean ones, exactly. My dad would scratch out with a key scratch the vinyl, so it would
I
skip over the
can't
dirty
imagine
words.
it would work that way.
No, it's nothing. No joke is funny. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm trying to fake laugh with the audience, going, "I get that." No, I don't. What? But my dad, they were that overprotected. They didn't want any dirty words. So we would take a key and scratch skips in my record.
The actual vinyl.
Yeah.
record.
So I'd be like, "Oh, I tell you, I was up with my wife." And then it just skips over to boom, bada boom, and you go, "Yeah, what does that mean?" You missed the whole joke, the whole punchline.
Right.
So I used to do Rodney jokes for my parents' friends if they had parties and stuff. My wife's cooking so bad. Since when does toast have bones? There's so many good jokes. She told me to take out the garbage. I said, "You cook it, you take it out." Yeah. He's so good. So I used to imitate him when I was a kid.
At what age?
That was probably
10?
10.
Yeah.
Then I would do like Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson, so I'd do the high voice, and I'd put on sunglasses and pretend I was holding a Grammy and do my acceptance speech. Make my parents laugh and things like that. And, I think I could, I just had that weird thing. I felt like I was the person when I watched like Rocky. I remember seeing the movie Rocky, and when it was over, I felt like working out. I felt like I remember I was in my backyard with my hands over. Remember that one is Rocky 3, I think. He's holding a log on his back. He was in Russia at the time doing squats. Well, I had a wiffle ball bat. I didn't have a log. And I'm jumping up and down in my backyard. There's a chain link fence where everyone could see how weird we were. This is just, people would drive by and go, they just shake their head. I feel so bad for the Fallons. I feel so bad for the Fallons. They are just weird kids. I mean, my parents were so overprotective, they wouldn't let me leave the backyard.
That's what I remember you telling me.
I would drive, they got me a 10-speed for Christmas.
But you had to ride it around the yard. With a helmet on.
With a helmet on. No, but not a bike helmet. A football helmet. Because that's the one they got at the yard sale. So here we are, me and my sister, riding around in football helmets in my backyard in the circle. I mean, it's insane. This is how the polar bear, who now Gus passed away, but this is how he went insane. He kept swimming back and forth. Remember?
Yes.
Gus the polar bear. This is what happened to us. I think that drove me and my sister just crazy. And
it seems to have worked out, though. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people go, "Oh, comedians, they come from such a dark place." They go,
No.
I guess this is, or you just drive your kids crazy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in a couple of minutes with more with Jimmy Fallon.
What elections are about.
Interview on Sirius XM Insight.
We're back.
We're
Not
back. We're
interesting.
back.
Hopefully this is interesting.
You brought this up, so, and I didn't get a chance to ask you, but just give us a quick update on your hand. How's it doing?
It's fantastic. It's all physical therapy now, which is just everyone tells you gotta do physical therapy.
Yeah.
Jim, trust me, I didn't do it. Look at my finger, man. I go, oh God. He goes, but seriously, that's the key. Physical therapy. So whenever I can, I'm
Does it
bending
hurt
my
to
finger.
do that?
It doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel it. Is the problem. I don't
there's
feel
no feeling, yeah.
my ring finger. I don't feel my pinky right now.
Yeah.
So I think.
But it's going to come back, right?
Well, my doctor said it grows about 1 millimeter a day. Your nerve.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So this should be done. And he measured out with his thumb. He's so cool. I love this doctor. Dr. David Chu. He's the best.
Yeah.
So it's 6 months is what he's saying. I'll probably get my feeling back.
Yeah.
That's
What
crazy.
about when you get rid of the bandage?
I can take it off whenever. I don't
Yeah.
even need to have it on now. Even it's just that.
But it's to protect it a little bit, or?
Well, it's called Coban. I'm really learning I'm learning so much about this. So it's like a stretchy material.
Yeah.
That takes the swelling down. I almost want to wrap this around my face, see if it works. It's like Spanx for your face. When you take it off, everything's skinnier.
Right.
We should market this.
Good stuff.
This is really, this is a great thing. And this is like a silicone thing that you put over the scar to see, so that the scar, you don't want it to. It turns into cement, really. The scar. It's not the prettiest thing, though, but honestly,
you can take it off and shower and all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
There was nothing longer than those 10 days in the ICU.
Yeah. Were you actually in the ICU for 10 days?
Oh yeah.
That's unreal.
And they were great to me in Bellevue. They were so nice. The nurses, everybody, the doctors.
But you couldn't leave the ICU because your finger was that treacherous. You could have lost.
The operating room is downstairs there, so it's better to be in the ICU because then you can get out of there. But I almost lost this finger. This is definitely shouldn't be on my hand. It's a miracle.
To me, that is so scary. Among other things, you play guitar.
Oh, trust me.
The idea of
I still
oh my
can't,
God.
Yeah. No, it was honestly, it's just so depressing. But honestly, it's one of those,
It was a weird accident because you were off for those 2 weeks. So
it was the day before I was ready.
Right. It was
Oh.
the day before a vacation, right?
Oh.
So no one really. I mean, I heard you had incident, but I thought, well, he's going to come back in 2 weeks. And then here you were in the hospital that whole time. It's just
Oh, yeah,
remarkable.
and had
Yeah.
summer plans, summer vacation. It's like
Yeah.
you just again, it's those moments, 2 seconds of your life changes everything, and you realize how lucky you are.
Yeah.
And it was a good.
Did
it's
you
a good
not
wake-up
realize
call.
at first how bad it was?
Oh no, I thought it was
Yeah.
a broken finger. I just
Yeah.
tripped and fell.
Yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
know. I've never heard of this ring avulsion.
Yeah.
Don't Google it, by the way. Anyway,
I know.
ring avulsion.
Yeah.
They also call it degloving. How gross is that?
Yeah. Pretty gross.
Taking your flesh, degloving.
No, you don't.
I
want
would
that.
describe it as taking a chicken wing, biting the end, and then pulling it out.
Oof.
It's like you got the bone, but everything, tendons, everything else is somewhere else.
Oh my God!
It's really.
Didn't it hurt like bloody hell? I mean,
I didn't feel it. I was in shock.
Oh, yeah.
So I just thought it was broken. I go, something's wrong with this. So I just wrapped it around with towels. I didn't look at it. I saw it. I go. I
must
got
have
up.
been bleeding like crazy.
Well, it was sideways, and it was all white,
Uh-huh.
which is not good.
Yeah.
It looked like the plastic. It looked like candle wax.
Wow.
It looked like a dead finger. It was a dead finger. This is a resurrected finger.
Yeah.
It's a Jesus finger.
So.
They call it.
well,
the
that's
Jesus.
it. That's
Yeah,
good.
Jesus. But no, this is so.
Will
but
you
I mean,
be
I was
able
in
to
there.
play guitar again?
I don't know. I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just doing as much physical therapy as I possibly can. I'm going to play guitar again, but it won't be some of the advanced chords. Maybe I just do slide.
Yeah.
I'll be in a Bonnie Raitt cover band.
I suggest you switch to ukulele.
That's much
It's only
less
4
strings.
strings.
Only 4 strings. You still really need to use this
You
finger.
kind of do need
The
them.
bummer, man. But honestly, I read this book while I was in ICU because it's like, I mean, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
You're stuck in, seriously, probably 10 tubes coming out of my arms
Oh my gosh.
and 5
On your chest? too?
things on your chest. Then you have a catheter, which is not fun.
Oh, you couldn't even get to the John. Oh
No.
man.
That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then a catheter in your shoulder, which is how you don't take drugs anymore. You know this?
No, I know.
This is terribly
Yeah.
depressing. They don't give you drugs anymore. I don't know. I didn't want to bum any of my friends out. They're like, "Hope you're on great drugs." And I was like,
No.
"No, my head. I'm totally lucid right now. This is the worst. This is worse than you can imagine. There's no drugs. They put a catheter in your shoulder and they knock your arm out.
Right.
So you can't feel your arm.
Yeah.
So it's like not having an arm. You can do anything with my arm. I wouldn't know. You could
You
tattoo.
could stick a pin.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't feel.
Yeah.
But I read books and The Man's Search for Meaning.
Yeah?
Viktor Frankl.
Oh yeah. Enjoyed that?
It just makes you think like, oh, you can't. This is suffering. This that
Mhm.
guy's.
Yeah.
You know, the concentration camps and
Right.
and like what life is about. Like I know the meaning of life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could tell you one night over drinks.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's
but
do that.
but it's like you read this thing, and you go, oh my gosh! But it's like, and I'm watching TV, and nothing against daytime TV, but there's nothing really, huh?
Not really.
And nothing's gonna cheer you up.
And you probably eat up Netflix quick. You know.
Yeah,
there
if
aren't
you
that much.
can get
Get it-
Wi-Fi.
Well,
If you're lucky enough to have Wi-Fi, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, I realize it's almost like Sullivan's Travels.
Yeah.
You've seen that movie?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
This great movie. It's about the comedian guy who's in movies and Preston Sturges film.
Right. Was it
He's
Joel
doing-
McRae? Is he the guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was. the
yeah.
guy.
Mhm.
He's in all these comedy movies, and he wants to make a serious movie.
Right.
I want to make and the studio's like, no, can't you just do the comedies? People like you're a comedian. He goes, yeah, but I want to be serious this time. So he just leaves LA and becomes homeless.
Right.
Right.
Yes, that's right.
And he becomes and he thinks it's going to be a good experiment. Then weirdly, he actually becomes homeless
Right.
and can't get home. This is no cell phones. This is
yeah, it's
nothing
true.
he can do.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually is homeless now. And he's like, now he's just dying to get back to anything, eating. And you realize all these things, washing.
Mhm.
Now it comes to you, you go, oh my God, how lucky we are. So finally, he's in this shelter. Oh, it's the best scene. And it's movie night for this people in the shelter, and they put on his comedies.
Right.
And all these people are like laughing and
yeah.
and he realizes how lucky he is to have to do his job that he does. And I go,
That sounds like you.
me too.
Yeah.
I go, I want to have a Tonight Show channel that runs in hospitals 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like laughing,
Yeah.
I want to get out.
Yeah.
I want to get out of this ICU. I don't want to be here. I don't want to see people sue each other,
Yeah.
fight each other. I go, this is nothing.
That's daytime
That's
TV.
all this daytime
That's
TV.
true. Yeah.
It's awful.
Throwing chairs and yeah.
Oh, it's just terrible. I go. I want to. I realize how great our jobs are. It's like
Yeah.
just that alone, just the mental.
Well, but you know that the knock on you from people is that you don't
Kiss
get.
ass.
Well, you're kiss ass. Maybe your interviews are soft.
Mhm.
You love everybody,
I do.
but this is not put on for you. This is the way you are, and
Yeah.
and you, I think if I could synthesize your argument is your show is supposed to be fun. That's the idea,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
not supposed to then get into some deep issue.
If you're looking for that, you can
There are
find
plenty
it.
of things on TV.
You can find it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how hard it is to make a movie.
Yeah.
No one wants to make a bad movie.
Yeah.
No one goes out and works their butt off for years writing
Right.
scripts and developing it to make a bad movie. So yeah, if it is bad, I feel for them because I mean
Yeah.
I did 2 movies that I starred in. Worked so hard in this movie.
Yeah.
You do it. You shoot it for 3 months, then you do 6 months of press and editing and all this stuff and photos
And one day it
and
comes
somebody
out
goes,
and-
yeah, and they go, no,
boom.
it's not good. We don't like it.
Yeah.
Screw you, man. This is a year of my life.
Yeah.
You better like it. It's 9 months.
Right.
What do you mean no good? Yeah, not gonna work. What are you talking about? And so I just give everyone the benefit of the doubt, even if it's bad. Let people make their own decisions. I don't know.
And even when you're talking to the politicians, you're not going to get into some haranguing exchange with them.
It's not my job.
Right. And
That's not Meet the Press. I'm not,
Yeah.
Face the Nation. You can watch those shows and see that. What my job is, again, is to make everyone look good, no matter who it is.
Mhm.
If you're a politician, if you're whatever it is. I mean, we have people on it people don't like. I know that, but I don't. That's not my job.
Yeah.
You make your own opinion. I can just show you the best person that they are. Try to bring them out the more personal side.
Yeah.
And play with them.
Well,
And ask
play
who-
with them. And that's another thing. You guys have brought, these shows have been dominated by conversation. Someone pitches their movie. I don't know when you decided, obviously in late night, to do something with the guests, to
Yeah.
play a game with the guests, to get them involved instead of just having them talk about.
It used
you
to
know.
be that way, and that's the way this show was. I mean, Johnny Carson, you go, oh my gosh, what's your favorite Johnny Carson moment? It's not really his interviews.
No.
I mean, I don't really hear anyone bring up his great interviews.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember Ed Ames throwing
Yeah.
the tomahawk?
Yes.
It's like, that is television gold. But he's, and I'm getting better as it goes on. That's the only thing. Our show hasn't changed in general, like from late night to Tonight
Not
Show.
much. I mean,
Same things.
it's bigger, it's more ambitious, but it's.
And I
the
think I'm
same
just
style.
growing. I'm getting older, and I'm
Mhm.
getting better, and I'm not going to stop. I want to keep learning and figure out what I'm doing. And having these politicians on and stuff like that does help to talk to these guys because it's very interesting. It's like a lot of people hear this stuff and they
Yeah.
want to look at. This is a big deal. It's the
It's
president
become a
of the United
thing. It's become a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
The candidates didn't routinely do late night as part of their, campaign years ago. Now it's very much a deal. I mean, if Trump goes on, then ratings go up. He's a thing.
States. Oh, he's a thing. He's
know.
one of the few things that you can. I mean, no one really.
No other guests. Not many guests pump the number up.
I don't think that
Timberlake does.
That doesn't exist.
Right?
Yeah, Timberlake. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's like no. But yeah, it's like it's an interesting time to be on television. Also, especially at that point when Trump was on, there was no Saturday Night Live's not on. They're off for the summer.
Right.
Jon Stewart
Was
show,
gone.
rest in peace.
Right.
Now he's got the new Trevor Noah show. That's not on yet.
No, it's
Colbert's
not.
not on.
Yeah.
So I go, well, he wouldn't do a sketch anyway. But there's no real. So I go, we should just do it. It's like
Yeah.
Open net.
Yeah.
Shoot for the shoot
Yeah.
as many goals as you can.
Yeah.
It's
No,
fun.
no question.
So we get a wig and we'll do it and we'll figure
Mhm.
it out. It's exciting and I've been talking to you since whenever, but I mean, what has happened with late night since
It's
nonstop?
really crazy, isn't
This
it?
is the
I
most
mean,
insane thing
really,
ever.
it's like nuclear escalation, right?
It doesn't stop. It doesn't end. I think that's the thing that I learned too. It doesn't stop.
No, it does. It's relentless.
Every week there's a new
I
headline.
wanted to ask you. Tell me what your day is like. What is your typical day like?
Today I had a meeting at 10 in the morning. Normally I would be here around
Mhm.
10:30.
To talk about tonight's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just talk and also go through what phone calls I have to call people back and do stuff like that. And then the meetings start at 12:30.
Mhm.
They have all the producers come in. We talk about what's going to be on the show tonight. Some ideas we came up this morning.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's going to be stuff about Trump talking.
Yeah.
But I mean, we go over these bits and then then they leave and then my segment producers come in. They tell me what guests are going to be on the show, what we're going to talk to the guests about.
But if you had to rehearse a sketch, would you have done it already by now?
No, I'd probably
Yeah.
rehearse the sketch around 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually when I would go down and rehearse, either thank you notes
Right.
or whatever bits we're going to do that day.
A specific one I want to ask you about.
Yeah.
Ragtime Gals,
Oh.
which I hadn't seen in a long time until recently when you saw Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
It was fun, right?
And that to me is just gold. I mean,
It's so fun.
it's just amazing. But that takes practice, doesn't it?
Oh, gosh, we were here we were here probably 4 nights just trying to learn the harmony. Let me get my phone. I could play something. Can we tell everybody where we are, Bill, or you don't tell anybody?
No, where are we?
We're in my
We're
office.
in his beautiful office in 30 Rock.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's classy, this office. I got to tell
Much
you.
better than my other office.
Yes.
Which
This
was
is
like, yeah, it was almost like,
like-
looked like a storage house.
Yeah, this is
People were moving. They would store their old chairs in my office. It was, but I made extra scratch, and it was yeah. I'm gonna look for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is so what happens is we hang out in the office. This is my
Yeah.
office. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see the
this
time
is
there.
this is your phone, and he's
It's probably
yeah.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
You can see on the clock there. So it's probably
and
7
that's
o'clock at night.
80 there,
80 miles.
right?
So then. So this is where we're rehearsing Bitch Better Have My Money.
Right.
So that's our iPhone. That's our editor,
Yeah.
Chris Tartaro.
Yep.
Our head writer, and Bob, and that's me. And
Just try from the tippy.
so we're trying from the top, and then eventually.
You and Chris have that little thing together.
So he's telling us how to do it. So he's like
Who's the
this is
leader?
Bob Martin.
Yeah.
He arranges all of this.
Okay. Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
didn't sound good at all. It's off key and
It's
terrible.
okay.
Yeah, just Jimmy and me.
But then you can hear when it works, because I just let the video on. I go, all right, let's. So.
Ready? Correct.
Do I do it from where you're at? We out of town, Bob?
So
Where, oh, where is everybody at?
I mean,
yeah,
that's
that's
great, right?
really great.
Come on, we were so happy. I mean, jumping up and down like, that sounded good! But
Right.
it didn't sound good. Seconds ago,
Yeah.
you go, that's the
Yeah.
fun of it all. With a lot of work goes into it, but when it works, you're like, wow, that's
See,
so fun.
to me, that sounds like so much fun to match your voice up like that. Just got to be cool.
It's the
you know?
best.
Yeah.
Also, it's just it's kind of a genre of music that you don't hear. You know,
No.
I grew up with that stuff, and I just bought a record player and speakers and a whole setup, tube amp and everything. It's great. And I just got a bunch of Mitch Miller records.
Oh, Mitch Miller. There's a
Remember
name.
Sing along with
Yes,
Mitch.
I do.
It's Mitch Miller.
Unreal.
For those of you who don't know Mitch Miller,
Yeah.
Sing Along with Mitch
It
was
was an
this-
actual television show with a bunch of older guys singing in a choral group.
I mean, it is fantastic. And then the records would come with the words so
Right.
that you could sing along
right, exactly.
with the group.
Yeah.
So you open the record and you sit there and you sing along with Mitch. And it's like always Heart of My Heart or
Right.
An Old Gang of Mine. It's the same song
Right,
on
exactly.
every album, and it's brilliant. And so, but I remember my parents would have parties and they play
They
Mitch
play
Miller. And
Yeah.
so I just got a bunch of good vinyls. But I mean, I love music and I love to incorporate it into the show.
Well, that's what I think is great. You bring music into the show so often, and it's great. I mean, whether you're doing Bruce or Neil Young or
yeah.
all those guys.
I don't want to
it's-
just do me singing either. I don't want that be a thing. Even when we first started, I go, if I'm going to sing, I don't want to. Hey, you guys want to hear me sing America?
No, you
You
want to
gotta
sing
go-
with somebody.
No, it's got to be with somebody.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do it by yourself. Like
No.
I get it. You can sing.
You
Yeah.
even sang with Barbara Streisand.
That was.
How's that?
Talk about rehearsal. You know
Yeah.
she's so nervous to perform.
I've heard that about
Oh
him.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
I go, Barbara, you got to calm down. You're Barbara Streisand. What are you doing? What are you
Yeah.
like? I know, I'm just so nervous. I go, and then I'm like, because I thought she was going to come on with Bublé or somebody.
Yeah.
And so then her manager, who's awesome, calls me and goes, I don't think those guys are. He's got to come. I don't think Bublé's coming. So I go, okay. She doesn't need anybody. I know it's a duet album, but it's Barbara Streisand. She doesn't need anyone. She doesn't even need a microphone. She's so powerful in her voice. And he came on, and I go, he goes, well, do you have any other ideas? Maybe you doing something with her, maybe?
No.
Now the pressure's on, so I'm like, all right, let me hold on, let me call you right back. So I'm like, wow, oh my gosh, do I sing? So I'll do a medley of all the songs she does in her album. I'll do Blake Shelton, I'll do Elvis,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do Michael Bublé.
Right.
And
All
then-
of whom you could imitate.
we'll find out. It's like, at this point, it's
Yeah.
like, great.
Yeah,
what
let's
can you
do
do?
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. Can you do something? I didn't know I could do U2
Yeah.
until we found out Bono got in the bike accident.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yes.
I got that call on a Sunday.
Mhm.
I mean, we're Sunday at like 4 o'clock. I got the call and they go, he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But someone, Bono, someone tried to kill Bono again. It's like, I mean, dude, that same week, the door of his airplane flew off.
Right. Yeah.
He's had the worst week ever.
Yeah.
So then he flips off his bike and is destroyed.
He really was badly hurt. Yeah.
Wrist is screwed
Yeah.
up, his fingers screwed
Yeah.
up, his face, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! As long as he's okay, What do we do? They were supposed to be here for a whole week.
That's right. They had the whole week show.
Like, oh my, it's a lot of booking.
Yeah.
To do it's Sunday at 3:00. So I go, okay, I can call, blah blah blah. I call this, I have friends I can call. Then I go, well, tonight maybe we just do a song with the Roots. I'll do a U2 song. They can't be here, but I'll do something. I said, do we have like a Bono outfit somewhere? We must. Like a hat and sunglasses. And I'll just I can play Desire. I know that. It's like 3 chords.
Mm-hmm.
So then we just did Desire with the Roots, and it was like such a fun. It's a good version.
Yeah.
And it was fun. The Roots really went for it. It was just, but that was like Little Rascals. We got to put a show on. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Alfalfa. What are you doing?
But I think that's what people like about your show. I think they see there's like spontaneous stuff going on. It's like this is high energy. Really, you bring a lot of high energy to it. And
Well, Ellen DeGeneres told me too. She goes, everyone gave me great advice before starting the show, but Ellen was like, don't worry about all the written bits so much, because you'll stress over each word of the jokes and the things. She goes, and on your way to doing the bit, you're gonna trip.
right, and
everyone's
that's gonna get
laugh.
the best laugh.
Oh, and they're gonna go, oh, that was the best when you tripped that one time. You go, yeah, but the bit was funny too. You go, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was funny, but that trip, oh my gosh, that was. If that's what people talk about, and you go, oh yeah, you're right. So we do have phenomenal writers that come up with these crazy ideas, and it's just so fun. And but that's the fun part. It's like Saturday Night Live as well. Great writers. When you come into an office and people can just talk about anything and improvising,
Mm-hmm.
you get as weird as you want. It's fun.
You were obviously fantastic in Saturday Night Live, but this feels to me like you were made for this. I mean, I remember this. I met you in a bar in L.A.
Dan Tannis?
Dan Tannis. It was Dan Tannis.
Yeah, I remember this. Oh,
you,
of course.
You were waiting for the late night thing to start. You hadn't done that. You were right in that period of time where you were.
Like
you
the
could have gone either way.
Your
career
was
sort
that
of like
in the movie phase of my
you were
life?
past the movie phase, and you had the
I was just a
commitment to
barfly.
do.
You
Picking
my head off the
You had
bar.
the commitment to do late night. You just hadn't.
Oh, I
started
did? Okay,
yet.
good.
Yeah, you just hadn't started yet. But it was like, what's this going to be? We don't. How's it going to? And there were a lot of doubters. People were like, well, can he do this?
Yeah, I know Chevy Chase didn't work for him. And
Yeah, that sort of thing.
imagine that they're comparing me already. A show that failed. It's a year before I come on.
But it seems like, boy, once you got there, this is tapping into your skill range extremely well.
Thank you.
Like this is what you were meant to do. You're meant to do a range of things, and this gives you that range.
Yeah, exactly. I get it out of my system. I mean, my wife was like, oh, "This is so great." I mean, I don't know what we would do with you. What else can you do with me? I mean, I'd go crazy.
Well, you were born to perform. You love to perform.
I love to perform. I love coming up with ideas.
You want to be up there and doing it. I mean, that's
like right now, you can kind of tell, but I feel like a little sick.
Yeah.
I'm about to get sick, but I can't, and I won't, because there's too many jobs. There's too many people here that
Well, you haven't
depend on
missed a
me.
show other than
The fingering
finger thing.
and
Well,
two
that-
babies.
And 2 babies. Well, okay.
But let's back to me.
Yeah.
By the way, having a kid,
Well,
you told me, but it's the
Yeah.
best thing.
well,
I get it. Now I get it.
You work so much and you have to do rehearsal, and yet you have 2 really tiny babies. You got a 2-year-old and a 10-month-old.
Yeah.
So
Winnie and Francis.
so they must eat up the rest of your time.
No, it's beyond exhausting.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone does. It's honestly beyond exhausting. But you can only tell that to someone who has kids, and
Right.
you go, oh, yeah, I get it.
But-
You're up at 3 a.m. because they're crying, and then you go put them to sleep, and then they barf all over you, and you go, what the heck just happened now? And you got to change everything, and babies just don't wear they call it a
One
onesie.
outfit. Yeah,
But there's
onesie.
things underneath the onesie, and then there's a diaper underneath that. So it's like a
Yeah.
threesie.
Yeah.
A onesie is really at least a threesie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a onesie, yeah, for sure. And then the onesie, the tiny buttons on these things. This is a torture person. This is honestly torture. To find all the buttons on this little baby onesie, I go, I don't care. Your crotch is hanging out. I don't know where the button is, but I don't care at this point because I'm tired, and you should be tired. But babies don't care.
No, they don't care.
They don't care that you have Miley Cyrus coming on tomorrow.
No.
And you got to work, and you
No.
got to practice.
They want daddy to hang out, and
Go feed me, change me.
Right.
I don't
Mhm.
care what you do. This is your priority
Yeah.
now. It's crazy, but gosh,
But it's
you love
fun. I mean,
it. It was the best thing. Everything. It's just heartbreak. I had to take her to school the other day.
School, 2-year-old.
already. And in New York too. You know
Yeah,
how hard
oh
it is
my
to get a
God.
kid into school.
That's right.
People were punching each other. I was there fighting for spots.
Right.
So their kid can play with Play-Doh, with other kids. But I walked in. I go, okay, she's probably gonna be a little nervous. She'll cry probably, and miss us. And so my wife and I holding her tiny little hand. We're walking in. Okay, Winnie, this is and as I'm talking, she just runs away and goes and play her little hand, leaves my hand. She's playing with other kids, and I go because she sees there's other people her size.
Right.
It's fantastic.
That's appealing.
Her face, you can see it. And I feel like,
Oh.
there's other people like me. Like this is so fun. I found my tribe. Oh my God, see, my people, my pals. Let's go, let's hang. And it's so cute. And I was like, and I went and sat down. It was the first couple of days I want the parents to hang out. So I went and sat down in the tiny little chair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why do adults always have to sit in the tiny? But you go like, oh. And I'm going to them going, snail, three snails. Are they blue? Blue, 3, and the teacher's just kind of staring at me, and I go, should I leave? And she goes, yeah. And I'm sitting like a giant in this tiny chair. I go, oh yeah, they have teachers. This is
They don't need
not your
me,
job,
doing
Dad.
this, yeah.
Let go.
All right, let me ask you about Lauren, and obviously he's meant a ton in your career.
He's the greatest guy I ever met. He's just the best. I mean, I could just ask him anything. He'll give me great advice, anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's the
Life
one.
advice as well as career advice, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. What car should you rent
Mm-hmm.
if you're going somewhere?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I like a Lexus. It's quiet and he's got good
Yeah.
instincts and smart. And after all these years, I guess 20 years of working with him, I don't know. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like I'm a cast member on Saturday Night Live still, but I see him every day.
Yep.
Comes in, goes through the monologues, sits with us. Do we really need to hit, blah, blah, blah again? I go,
Right.
I know, but Laura and I have an hour to fill up.
Right.
I don't care if the joke's not funny. I got to fill up an hour, man, every night. He's like, oh. But he'll change words and tweak jokes. Because he's a writer still.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He'd come in, he'll tweak jokes, and it's good to have him there because he knows how much fun I'm having.
He does.
He knows how much work is going into
Yeah.
it, too. He's like,
Well,
sorry.
I'm going to finish with something I saw you I said, and maybe this was to me. I don't remember, but this is a description you had when you said that that the first thing you got to do on a show like this is to get into the house, and after a while, then you take your shoes off, and then maybe you have a couple of drinks, and then after that you start singing and dancing, and it gets crazy. But you got to get into the house first, and I think you've gotten into the house.
That's cool.
Everything's going great. For you.
Thank you for saying that.
Thanks for coming on.
Bill,
and-
this is the best. This is.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, and I can't wait to do more of this. And until I have your hair,
All right, just enjoy it because you're doing great.
you're the best, buddy.
Okay.
Thank you.